What's going on, guys? Super Heavy Walrus here, and today, February 2024, pickups. Let's start with DVD series George Clooney's Solaris, the American version or remake of the Andrei Tarkovsky movie. Actually, that runtime, it's a bit over 90 minutes. That's kind of interesting because the Andrei Tarkovsky film was, I think it was almost 3 hours or even longer. And then Enzo G. Castellari films, 1990, The Bronx Warriors. Non-stop entertainment and soul media. DVDs, yeah, there is actual Blu-rays of these. I don't remember who released them, but these are good enough for me now. Then Escape from the Bronx. Hell yes. And then on to the Blu-rays. Here is Treasure Island from, was it the year? This tells it's 2012. And what I gathered, this is a miniseries, 2 episodes long, so that's why it's 3 hours long. Yeah, there's Elijah Wood, Eddie Izzard, and Donald Sutherland. Again, one of those Treasure Island adaptations. Then here's Attack the Block. And more Van Damme films. Derailed, a deadly virus. Only one man can stop it. From the producers of The Expendables and Conan. Then M. Night Shyamalan film The Happening. Oh yeah, more of weird twists and all. I just had to buy it and see it because I wanna just experience that film. Then American Pie Nordic Blu-ray, which I didn't know exist because Universal owns this, obviously, but they didn't bother to release this here on Blu-ray back in the day. Funny thing, this is getting 4K from 88 films. Just wow. Really unexpected. Then American Pie 2. And then the third one, The Wedding. Then Dragonheart 3. The Sorcerer's Curse. Now I can watch the fourth one. And just wonder why did I wait. Then Passengers, Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt. Then something I was actually trying to find because the Finnish cover of this. The Rundown Oral, or also known as Welcome to the Jungle. And this is the Finnish cover, which I wanted to find, and now I found it with a reasonable price because this came with 3 other movies, because this usually goes around 30 euros to 40 on its own. So it was really good find to find this Blu-ray pack and this in it, and that pack costs me about a bit over 20 euros, which was really good find. And yeah, one of the first associated films with the WWE Films studio. Obviously, The Rock and Son William Scott and Christopher Walken. And then something I actually didn't want, but it was on this 4 Blu-ray pack. To me, this movie is Zilla. Because this lizard in this movie don't deserve to be called this. No, it's just Zilla. This movie is Zilla. I don't care what anybody says, this movie is Zilla. That's just a lizard that's attacking New York. That's not God level Zilla. That's just Zilla. And I'm glad that in Final Wars Godzilla, this thing got its ass kicked in Australia. God damn, that movie is hilariously good. This ain't. I don't like this movie, but this was on that Blu-ray pack, so I don't just... Yay, Blu-ray update. Because this was the second one I was interested in. Color Out of Space, starring Nicolas Cage. And then some new film in that pack. 65, starring Adam Driver, from the writers of Quiet Place. And then something special from a Findy studio who makes indie films, obviously, because it's Findy means Finnish indie films or Finland indie films or something like that. But anyway, does indie films. Team Splattenstein movies on Blu-ray. Here is first 2039 Il Ultimo Silenzio, and also it contains the first Ultimo Silenzio. In Finland you can get this on their Instagram page or Pieni Leffakauppa in Helsinki. Then here is Vakoja-koulun varamiehet, which is spy schools. It actually says it here. I think it was somewhere here, the English title. But anyway, this mixes police academy and sketch stuff and Finnish comedy stuff. So I don't actually know, it just says it here, but I don't remember what varamiehet means in English, so yeah. I'm glad that they had this, so why the hell not I decided to buy their new one, because this is their new one. Then Powerhouse Films, also known as Indicator Series, here is Time Without Pity, directed by Joseph Losey, starring Peter Cushing. Oh yeah, more films starring Peter Cushing. Then They Made Me a Fugitive. And these all are from their Deletions sale, the newest one, which it's already ended. Here's The Legacy, directed by Richard Marquand, who I remember was the director of Return of the Jedi. Yeah, starring Catherine Ross and Sam Elliott. And these were cheap, and some limited editions. Here's The System, starring Oliver Reed. Oh yeah, because they were deletions, so the license was expiring, I think. So free Blu-rays for £15, which was really good. 90 Degrees in the Shade. Year revised movie. Because usually their usual sale for free movies for £20 is the usual, and this was just a special deal. One for the Road, filmed by Chris Cook. Then some Eureka Entertainment. Here's The Dark Half, directed by George Romero, based on book by Stephen King. Yay, more George Romero films. And another one, Monkey Shines, an Experiment in Fear. Still having the slipcover. This is obviously out of print, this version. The slipcover version. Yay. 2 more George Romero films. Great director. Then Masters of Cinema series numbers 282 and 283. Samurai Wolf 1 and 2. Hideo Kosha films. Hell yeah, more Japanese films. And more Hong Kong films. She Shoots Straight, starring Joyce Godensi, special appearance by Sammo Hung and Karina Lau. This is really good. I loved it a lot. Really great characters, great action set pieces, explosions, and the drama is so juicy. It's really well made drama, even though it's a bit cheesy, but it works so well. And this time, 90s Hong Kong films and 80s Hong Kong films, they had balls to make decisions that differentiate them from Hollywood films. Like your typical very, very happy ending, nobody died action films or something like that, which is really, in the 2000s it became a lot more dominant. But this has balls to do something different. Like one other Hong Kong film, On the Run, starring Yuan Bao, it has the balls to do something different, to sacrifice characters you think are like main characters. Yeah, just this was great. Awesome action. And one German Blu-ray out of the way, Cabin Fever 2-disc special edition, includes family-friendly version. I didn't even know that existed from this movie, which is a good horror film. A disease ravages the whole cabin crew. Then some US Blu-rays, I think. I don't know, with this Panther Squad starring Sybil Danning. Oh yeah. Full Moon. Futures, yeah. And then more Andy Sedaris films. Savage Beach. I watched this actually, and it's not that good compared to Hard Ticket to Hawaii. That's just bonkers action film. Good music. This is a good the end credit song. But many characters were following in this. And then our main playmates here. Yeah. It was slower compared to Hard Ticket to Hawaii, so it's still okay film. Then Day of the Warrior, starring Julie Strain and Marcus Backwell. Buff Backwell from WCW, the wrestler Buff Backwell. This came in 96, so I think he was still Marcus Backwell at that time. But then, Return to Savage Beach. Again, Julie Strain and Buff Backwell. This came out in 1998, so he was Buff Backwell. Not my favorite wrestlers. I'm a wrestling fan. But still, it's fun to see those pre-2000s films where they had professional wrestlers on films like Hulk Hogan, Buff Backwell, Roddy Piper, and maybe many other. So I'm just waiting to watch those two. Then 88 Films, which is actually just rising in the ranks for my favorite distributor release company. Here's Double Impact. Jean-Claude Van Damme, one of his double roles. Then The Torture Chamber of Dr. Sadism, starring Christopher Lee. A German movie, I think. The production was in German. Then more Hong Kong films. Magic Cop, Stephen Tung Wai film. And again, the newer 88 film stuff. a slimmer case. Then, how you even say this? 88 Films' new line of movies, Japanarchy, or as I like to say, Japan Anarchy. Tokyo Decadence with the OLIB card. Was it called this one? Yeah, the first one. Hell yeah, Tokyo Decadence. Waiting really eagerly to watch that as well. Then, the newest one's Evil Dead Trap. And obviously, Evil Dead Trap 2, Hideki. Yeah, more of these, please. Hell yes. They're just pumping out a lot of Asian films, which... Hell yeah. That's why they are becoming one of my favorite distributors. And then some Radiance films. They are as well doing this too. A Moment of Romance, film by Benny Chan. Then Scream and Scream Again, Vincent Price, Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. Hell yeah. Hell yes. More of those older horror films. Then here's The Sting of Death, directed by Kohei Oguri. Yeah, and this is from the 1990, which was surprising because I thought that Radiance Films is kind of releasing movies from 60s to 80s. But yeah, still getting some movies, some Japanese films, Taiwanese films, Chinese films that I've never heard of, and they just look really interesting. Then I, the Executioner, from Tai Kato. And probably my favorite releaser, distributor, Third Window Films, Mad Cats, Reiki Tsuno Film. And usually it is just one for each month, but two. River. Another time adventure from the team behind Beyond the Infinite. 2 minutes, which is really a great film. Yay, more Time Machine films. God damn. Then let's jump into 4K. Here's High Tension, or Haute Tension. Some sort of a really shocking film from France. Well, yeah, obviously I will unbox this. Awesome set. And then first 101 Films 4K set. Alligator and Alligator 2, The Mutation. The first one is the only one on 4K. But this is their first 4K release. On Black Label series. 33. Yeah, obviously unboxing this. Yeah, just... great. But this ain't 4K, but we're going to Arrow. Demonia, Lucio Fulci film. Obviously containing 4K restoration. So you will see when I unbox this that this ain't your typical release. I'm not gonna spoil it on this video. You will just have to wait. Then, oh my god, Invasion of the Body Snatchers 4K set. The usual art. I wanted the exclusive, but this is just so great that they include a slip cover for the actual cardboard box. Oh yeah, this is so good film from Philip Kaufman. Just awesome. 5 out of 5 stuff. And then we have even more awesome movie in 4K finally. We have Conan the Barbarian 4K finally. It's been so long, Crom. Just kidding. This art is amazing. I actually didn't buy the Conan the Destroyer because this first one is good enough for me. This is so good. My favorite Arnold film ever. 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, whatever. And I didn't want to buy the Conan Chronicles either because of this art. This art has to be in everywhere. On the box, on the poster, and on the case. Everywhere. This is one of my favorite art pieces, so to get this on the box itself is so good. Yeah, finally, and obviously I will unbox this. If you think that was the last one, because it's a really big deal to get Conan the Barbarian on 4K, no. Because this channel was previously just anime channel, showing what anime I buy on a monthly basis. So let's keep that tradition, because what I bought was this. Box full of hentai. And not just any hentai. A lot of it is from the 90s. But I think some of it is from early 2000s. So there's all kinds of hentai here. Like, yeah, double phobias, actually triple, but some of it I sold to my friend, which is good. But like, there's Mesoforte here. Hell yeah. And actually two Mesofortes. Wow. There's absolutely nothing that I could show you. Well, in these cases, a lot of it I can actually show there's no nudity. That kind of nudity. Yeah, Uratsuki Doi. New saga. Except this. Pornomation. That is this actually doesn't belong in here. But when I researched about this company, Silver Media Group from Greece, and there's absolutely almost nothing, no information about this company. But there's one Reddit post that my friend showed me, which showed Evangelion movie, the first one, and this company released that. But it looks really, really suspicious, because there's no, that kind of a copyright system in it, like in some. Where can I show? There is this, the warning thing, but there is no who owns the source material kind of copyright thing, which is really weird. But even when you watch even one, the content on the disc looks really professional. Like, they have their own Silver Media Group animated logo thing, which pops out the first when you put the disc in your player, and then they have the copyright thing on 2 languages. They have interactive menus, they have extras, and like, compared that to Soul Media in the Nordic countries, their Blu-rays from 2019, when they came back, don't even have menus, no extras, no, not even the copyright stuff showing before you go into menu or select your subtitle language. So I'm a little bit confused about this. Are these bootlegs or are they not? because they still feel like they are actual real releases. Yeah, I don't know. The 90s and early 2000s hentai was different than it is now, so there is a lot of interesting stuff in this box. Well, except this one, because yeah, this is not hentai. This is early 2000s or late 90s 3D this. Yeah. It's basically that. There is a behind the scenes things about who makes these really short animations, and they are really janky and really outdated compared to present time 3D animation. So yeah, I think this company is like legit in Greece and not here. I just don't know. I'm just confused about this. But the picture image quality is good. Like in Meso Forte, it is really good. And I don't think the quality will jump that much compared to all of the other releases. And also the weird thing is, this stuff is really like kind of common here in Finland. I have seen a couple of stores sell these, and that just makes it more weird. Like, are these bootlegs, or are they not? And also compared to that, if they have released actual anime, like the Evangelion movie, why are not those copies coming here at all? I haven't seen any other than just their 90s, early 2000s hentai releases here. No, like, actual anime series here. So this is still because I have a couple of their Silver Media Group's releases, and the old 90s hentai is more interesting to me than the new ones, because it's basically same with this. The old adult films were also more about some kind of a plot, not just screwing around. So yeah, that was the last one. A lot of old hentai. So let me guys know what you think. Leave a comment, like and subscribe for more unboxings and maybe this kind of stuff. And I will see you next time.